What's going on YouTube? Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Jeremy. Here I do music covers on various instruments, gear unboxings / reviews, and an occasional video on music production. If any of this happens to interest you, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for post notifications so you'll be notified anytime I upload a future video. With that being said, let's get into this video. So FiFine reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to review and unbox a couple of their products that are marketed towards people doing podcasts and live streaming for gaming or other purposes. My personal interest is music production, so I was curious to see if this was going to be able to be used in a application in a musical studio setting. So I had them send me over a couple of pieces, and today we're going to be taking a look at and unboxing and just going over these pieces to see if they make for good application in a musical setting if you're, say, recording instruments or tracking vocals. So here is the microphone there. But this is the studio podcast microphone, the K688. We're going to be unboxing that. We're also going to be taking a look at the low profile boom arm, the BM88, right here. So this is going to be a desk mount boom arm that you can attach to your work surface. Over here I have already currently connected a boom arm with my Shure SM7B. Occasionally I'll use that for voiceover work, and occasionally detach that to let clients record vocals for tracking pieces on their albums or EPs. Without further rambling, we're going to unbox these things. We're going to go top down. I'm going to show you what's inside, and I give you some close-up detail shots of what these two pieces offer for music production purposes. I think recording in XLR mode is going to give you a better sound quality recording. If you're just doing podcasting or general purpose audio recording, I think USB mode should get you by just fine, just to give you that ease of use to avoid having to buy any extra external accessories to run this mic. But we'll see what's inside, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts at the end of this video and whether or not I think this would be a good fit for studio use applications. Alright, so here is our first piece of gear. We are taking a look at the BM88 low profile boom arm. So let's see what's inside. Inside we are greeted with the paperwork here. It's the user guide. This is just going to go over the specs and parameters of the microphone boom arm, and it will show you how to set this up to get the most efficiency use from it. Next in the box, we have our base mount. This is the FiFine base for the BM88. This has a ratchet style adjustment handle for adjusting the base to whatever size surface you're mounting it to. So you can lift it out, rotate it if you're going to be against a tight space. Just lift it out, rotate it, tighten it, lift it out, rotate it again. So that's an awesome feature. We have a mini ball head for the end of the microphone stand that has a 3/8 to 5/8 thread adapter, as well as a 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter. So you get two adapters with this. So you have your 1/4 inch and then a 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter, and then a 3/8 to 5/8 adapter. So that's awesome. You get multiple accessories, so you can literally connect this to anything. You could put a camera on this arm, you could do a microphone, you can do another ball head. You have tons of options for this. You also get a little Allen wrench to make any fine-tune adjustments. So right there, you can see rotatable ball head, 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter, 3/8 to 5/8 adapter, and then your Allen wrench. Last but not least, in the box, we have our boom arm. So this is the part your bass is going to go in. Up here is where you're going to attach your ball head for your microphone. Once we change camera angles, we'll go over that. And then on the bottom of this, you have a cable management system. So you can see the arrow pointing. This is supposed to just slide. So this is backwards. So yeah. So it locks into place. Then you just press down and push, and it releases this tray to where you can run your XLR or USB cable through this arm for cable management, and it has that on both pieces. So that one releases too. And then we have little Allen things here to adjust the tension of the mic arm. So your bass is just going to slot in that, just like so. And then we'll attach the mic arm to it. So you're going to want to undo this, loosen the ball head. This bass separates, as you can see there. And that's going to allow you to slide this over the end of this bass. Which is what's going to lock that in, just like that. So now this is all together. We're going to switch over to the mic. So again, up top we're greeted with some paperwork. This is your user guide. This is again going to go over the setup, parameters, and specifications of the microphone. You can see that there. I'm not going to go through all of that. If you pick one of these up yourself, you can read that. Underneath this piece of foam, we have our microphone. In this little bag, we have another 3/8 to 5/8 inch adapter for the boom arm. We have our USB. This is a USB-A to USB-C cable. So USB-C cable. So this will attach to most computers. If your laptop or computer does not have a USB-A port, you can always adapt it. Or a USB-C port, you can use another USB-C cable, I'm assuming. Last in the box, we have the microphone. So again, the shock mount is built into this. It's got a very soft velvet feeling windscreen. Very, very nice to the touch. The mic doesn't weigh a ton, but it is all metal body, metal shock mount. You have a mute button up top from the looks of it. So on the back of the microphone here, we have, so you got a 3.5 millimeter headphone port. And then we have two cable options, XLR and USB-C, and two control knobs. For this, you have a headphone control knob and your mic gain input control. Super nice build. It looks good. Windscreen is removable. Here we have a capsule. Again, this is going to be end address. So when you're using this, you don't want to be talking into the side of the mic. Either side, you want to be speaking into the end of this. We're going to see if this microphone rejects audio from the sides as well as from behind the mic. So overall, first impressions, it looks good. Feels good. Yeah, we're going to go back up top. We're going to set this up along with the boom arm, and then we're going to give you guys a sound sample. Hang out, we'll be right back. Alright, so that was the unboxing of the BM88 microphone low profile stand here, and then the FiFine K688 podcast microphone. So we're going to set this up on the desk real quick. I'm going to open Studio One. I'm going to give you guys a audio recording through both the USB mode and the XLR mode. And down in the comments, you guys let me know what you guys think of either recording. For the purposes of this video, we're just going to set it up here on the corner of the desk, probably on the edge here. I don't know if that's going to show up in the shot. We're going to put the attachment into its base, and you can use this Allen wrench to tighten the friction pivoting point to determine how much rotation each part of this mic stand gets. Right now this second pivoting point is pretty stiff, so we might loosen that a bit, and I believe you can just do that by sticking the Allen wrench in here and just backing it off just a quarter turn. Yeah, and already that's loosened it a lot, so we'll leave that like that. Let's go ahead and run the USB cable. We're going to go ahead and attach our adapters here. So we're going to do the 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter, and then we're going to do the 3/8 to 5/8 adapter. Get that on there nice and snug. And then we're going to thread the microphone on. So it's pretty easy to put this together. Even if you don't have experience with something like this, it's going to be fairly simple to get this put together. So you have, on this point here, you have a pivot point where you can raise or lower the mic based on your needs. And then this ball head is going to allow you to fine-tune the mic placement. So the rest of it can pivot freely. And again, you can adjust this however you like to fit your needs. We'll have to set this up again, but you see that green little light? This is going to be your mute button here. So this is going to signify when the mic is active and when it's muted. So if you simply just touch this, it turns red. That means the mic is muted. If you tap it again and it goes green, then the mic is active again. Alrighty guys, so this is the audio in USB mode coming from the FiFine K688 Studio Podcast Microphone. We are using the BM88 arm here. If you can see this, and it's going to allow me easy mobility without having a microphone directly in my face, which allows me to be able to use this microphone and still be active, whether I'm typing on a keyboard or recording a guitar, or just using this to sing into it. The off-axis rejection of this microphone is not amazing. It's not perfect by any means, but for the price point, I think it does decent. It's not going to give you studio quality results for off-axis rejection, but for specific use case scenario, I think it will do just fine. I've already monitored the audio here. I have a set of headphones. Live audio monitoring. Audio sounds good. Right now I have the audio on the mic all the way up, just so I don't have to be directly on to the mic. I can still stay 6 to 8 inches away from the capsule and still pick up good audio quality. This is, again, USB mode on the FiFine K688 studio podcast microphone. This is a dynamic microphone, again. Do I think this is anything to write home about? I don't know. We'll have to test this, and I'll shoot more videos. This is, again, the USB mode of the FiFine K688. We're going to go ahead and switch over to XLR mode now. So now this is the audio you're hearing coming from the FiFine K688 stereo dynamic podcast microphone. We are recording into the GarageBand. This is via XLR mode. The audio in XLR mode seems to be significantly lower, but I believe the audio quality to be better as far as sound quality goes. I'm going to have to go back and I'll have to possibly EQ this. I'm going to go through playback and listen and compare the USB mode and the XLR mode to see which one I think personally sounds better. The USB mode is significantly louder when it comes to the audio signal input. You can visibly see that you are recording. Audio volume seems a lot lower, which means the gain input is a lot lower. This is plugged directly into a PreSonus USB 96 audio box, and I have the gain probably at about 12 o'clock on the first channel. The input volume on this mic is all the way up. This is the audio coming from the FiFine K688 in XLR mode. Let me know down in the comments which audio you prefer, the USB audio or the XLR audio. Alrighty guys, so that was the unboxing and demo of the FiFine K688 and the BM88 Low profile boom arm. Down in the description I'm going to put links to both of these items where you can pick them up. Again, I wanted to give a massive shout out to FiFine for sending these two products over to allow me to review them. Again, these opinions are my own. I'm not getting paid to say this. But overall opinions, again, for studio music production purposes, I won't actually know what this thing is capable of until I get somebody in here and do some tracking on it to see how it handles variations of loud to soft dynamics of vocal tracking. For general use, if you're recording just speech like this, you're doing podcasts or you're using it to talk to people during live streams or anything of that nature, I think this mic is going to be more than capable for delivering the needs, especially for the form factor of the live audio monitoring. You have XLR and USB-C recording options, so if you don't have an interface, you can just plug and play straight into the computer or any gaming system, USB straight into the device to record your audio. And then XLR if you want a higher quality audio recording. Overall, I think it has massive potential, but I will be doing future video on this to elaborate on vocal tracking to see what it's capable of. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for post notifications. You'll be notified anytime I upload a future video. FiFine, thank you again for sending these two products out for me to review. Down in the description, you guys will be able to pick these up. I'm going to put links to each of these items So you can check them out yourself. Questions or comments on anything I covered, leave them down below. I'll get back to you as best I can. With that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.